I see we got a viewer here. I'm getting it all together right now. What do we got here? Settings. Auto load. Okay, what are we doing here? Rusty had some controls. I'm trying to figure out how to get them to work. Control room. Let's try that. That ain't it. Toolbox. Cameraman. Right. And guess hide their audio video. Yes. Broadcast a large video that I see. Hide and hide the other video. Okay, I see that we'll be getting underway here in a second here. I'm sorry, guys, for taking so long, but we'll just let that go. If I got any problem, I'll turn it on. Okay, I got to invite some people from Stunt Hangar, or cancel. And we're going to invite. And Control C. Control C. Close. Rusty usually has this all done. He's a whole lot better at this than I am now. Okay, open forum at the bench. Build with me. Let's see, new topic. Come on. WEN. Control V. C. Put that here. Control V. There we go. C. Control V. EKNGOUT. Okay. Delete. Center. No, just gotta bump it down. Okay, we'll post this. Post. I'm sorry for taking so long, guys, but I gotta get it posted to Stunt Hangar, and bear with me. We go back to here. And we go here. Come on. This thing is so slow tonight. Edit. Okay. Control C. Back. What a pain in the butt. What to do on that? I'm going to modify. Go here. Enter, enter. Control V. Control C. V. Almost there. And let's see here. We'll turn this on. See what we got going. Get the chat popped out. Mute that. Happy Thanksgiving, David. Okay, so we're gonna see that. Control C. And go here. Watch the video here. Oh, come on. Why is this thing jumpy? Come on. sleep. Go read. Say, oh, I still got it wrong. All right. For those of you who are new here to Stunt Hangar, if you're a member of Stunt Hangar, you can find the thread over on at the bench. And for those who are subscribers, I don't understand what's going on here. Yeah, we'll just leave it like that and modify it. What we're going to do tonight is I'm going to start my new airplane for 2019. And we're going to try to rifle through this, get it framed up before the end of the year. It shouldn't take, I mean, even though I'm working in a spot that's not my normal hangout, not my normal shop. Pop this out. Pop out. Okay, for any of you guys that are over on the Twitter side or over on the Hangout side, I can see the chat now. Wednesday. What do we got here? There we are. What happened here? There we are. Okay. I'm going to make this smaller. Now, because it's behind my back, might take me a minute to look at it. What I got going here is this is my new airplane for 2019. And, I get asked all the time, how do you build a crutch, or, how do you lay out a fuselage, or how do you do this or that? I'm going to show you the easy way to do this stuff. It's really simple. So tonight we're going to do the fuselage and the crutch. And I'm trying to make this airplane even lighter than the last one. The last one came out 61.5 ounces. It gassed off, and I thought it was 62 or 63, but it's 61.5 after I changed some things around. So in all actuality, it's no different than my first one, which was 57. But since the mishap in Huntersville, it gained some weight, and it's now 59 because I had to repair that wing. So my Monado is 62, so it's heavier with a Super Tiger 60, and the high roller is 61.5, and the Junar XL is now at 59. So in all actuality, the high roller is the lighter of the airplanes because the motor's heavier, and I'm carrying around a pipe and a prop, a bigger, heavier prop. And so this airplane, this last one, was even lighter, but we're still going to try to make it lighter yet. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to some extremes. And I showed this on a prior setup. Let's see this. You look here, these motor mounts were ball milled inside. These are titanium engine bearers. They're stronger and, believe it or not, lighter than aluminum. It's 1 gram a piece lighter than the aluminum. Now, a gram doesn't sound like much, but because of the way I'm going to do this, normally when fuselages are put together or crutches are put together, that you take a 1/2-inch piece of stock and you span this area here. Well, we're not going to do that on this particular model. So I'm going to eliminate the 1/2-inch piece. I've already taken 7 grams off the motor mount setup. So we're going to take 8 grams off the nose. And but how we're going to do that is the first thing you do is you cut a piece of 3/16 stock, and this is the top. This will set the datum line, and we're going to glue the crutch onto this, and I'm going to bridge this crutch with plywood ribbing, or 2 pieces of plywood ribbing. I lost my firewall. I don't know where the heck that went, but and then I'm going to geodesic, truss it with 3/16 balsa wood and cap it with 64 plywood. Normally these crutches end up 3 ounces. If we can get away with less than 3 ounces, if we can come out 2.5 ounces, that's a ½ ounce off the nose. That's more than, it's well worth the extra trouble, ½ ounce. I'm also going to go to some extremes on the elevator stabilizer, and I'm going to try to get a ½ ounce off of that. So there's an ounce on the airplane if I can do it right there. So let's get to it. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this. But the first thing you want to do, or I'm going to do, is align this up onto my backer piece or whatever. And because it has blind nuts in it, you're going to have to make some impressions in the wood so that it lays flat. And then we're going to dig out. See here. You see these spots here? We can see where the impressions of the blind nuts were. We're going to dig that out so that the piece sits flat on the motor engine bearers. Now I have a Jim Lee drill jig for a Super Tiger 60, and these mounts were drilled using that drill jig. They're in there loose right now, but so we can take them out. Take that out. This is the start and the heart of your airplane is the crutch. If you start with the crutch, you can build an airplane any way you want. It can look like anything you want because it doesn't matter. So let's see what I did. What did I do with those clamps? I really hate this Eastern workshop. I really don't have what I need here. I'm kind of at a loss. I brought quite a bit of stuff from St. Louis, but so I'm clamping this down to make those blind nut impressions. I don't want to make too many dents in the wood though. Okay, that's good. And we'll go to this side. I'm using my last unobtainium spinner that I have. These are the Medusa spinners. I wish they'd make them again. So we'll clamp that down. Yep. All right, let's mix up some epoxy. I have 15 and 30. We're going to use 15 minute. There's no, all these guys talk about super slow set, this, that, and the other. I've never had any problems. I've used 5-minute epoxy for motor mounts before, and it doesn't hurt anything. If I had some 5-minute, I'd use it. So, I know I had some acid brushes. Where did they go? I'm going to have to do a revamping of my limited work area. Here we go. I'm going to put the motor back onto the engine bearers because I definitely don't want to stress the engine. We're going to clamp it to the glass. I have a piece of Teflon. What do we got here? We got 9 viewers. Sorry, I'm not as interesting as Rusty. I have some footage that I'll be editing and getting up along with this footage of cutting the foam cores because the wing is different. So whose design is it? I don't know. It's a big Nobler. Okay. So we're going to need this. Want to sure to clamp it there. This is the most important part of the build. This is where thrust is ascertained. Okay, so what do we got here? Make sure everything's square. That one's too long. I cut several of these of different widths. Any questions, feel free to jump in and ask. As soon as this is done, we'll lay out the fuselage and I'll have it put together. I don't have to work tomorrow, so okay, that's going to work right there like that. So let's mix up the epoxy. I'm going wonder if I have any wax paper. I don't think I do. I do. Man, we'd be lucky. Is this necessary? No, it's on glass, but it sure will make it easier to get up. My fuselage sides have been screwed up and glued together, tack glued together. So we can cut them, lay them out, cut them both at the same time. One of the things that I'd like to stress when you're building these airplanes, don't use any more glue than you absolutely have to. Don't be messy. All that mess is just added weight you're toting around. Yep. I think we'll go ahead and throw that out. Too nasty to keep. Paper towels. Yep, it's open. I thought it was open. Huh. Not open. It's got the plug in it. Another bad thing about working in a little place like this, more or less a motel, I can't get anything on the floor. I can't make any noise. No, I don't have any of my sanders, saws. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Make it happen. That side was the hardener, so I'll get a little more in there. Okay, not supposed to mix with a brush, but we're doing it anyway. Don't ask me why, because I got no clue. I think tonight's going to be another night where I'm talking to myself. So liberal amounts of epoxy on the bottom of these engine bearers. We're not going to be putting any 1/2 inch balsa between them. Going to be more or less open. These PAs run so smooth. It's not like the big Jim Greenway era of Super Tiger 60, because the Super Tiger 60 is a kind of a violent runner. It's a pounding lot, stroke. But these are turning a consistent 8 to 10,000 RPM. And as long as the prop's balanced, the nose won't get shook off. So I'll line this up here. Okay. I want to make sure these are parallel, so use a gauge or measuring device or whatever to make sure that they're in their square. Okay, that one's a 1/16 bigger. That's pretty close. Okay. So I'm gonna wipe out the excess glue out of this. Remember, I'm shooting for light, so I don't want to carry around any more than I have to. We're going to shoot for the mid-50s on this one. I got Japanese tissue coming from England. We're going to cover this with Japanese tissue. I will do a video, a separate video, probably not a live stream. The only reason why I'm doing a live stream tonight, because there ain't nothing to do. Okay. I've already marked these out where the stations, where these go. Nonetheless, make sure it's square. Square is good. Not that it would much matter, but get one up here, get the glue up here. Now, the bad thing about this type of crutch here is I'm going to have to wait before I can finish it, box it off until this glue dries. So feels like it's tacking up already, which is fine. Pretty close, pretty close. Now, moved. Okay, starting to tack up. So, look at it again here. I can see that this front mount is a few thousandths high, so when this dries, we'll take the block. I'll go back and forth over these plywood mounts. We're going to take this 3/16 here and do some cross, some geodetic trusses inside it. Might X them. Not sure. I guess we could cut them to size. Less sanding. That'd be good. What happened to those other pieces? There we go. Any questions, you can type it in, or you can just come in and talk to me. The link is over on Stunt Hangar at the bench thread. Yeah, that's a little proud. That's good. I cut him too short. Not proud enough. So when in doubt, cut another one. Better just to sand it off than it would be to cut it off. Okay. I'll cut this extra proud. I'll be white gluing that top on probably. Okay, gotta mark the bottom. This is the straight side. Yes, that's proud. For you guys that try to cut cross grain, it's always better to saw. If you got a Zona saw or a X-Acto saw. Eight watchers. Hey, if you like what the channel does, drop me a super chat. Give me a tip. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Of course, we always got our one hater out there. Sometimes two. Okay, that's much better. It's a lot more proud. It's sticking up a lot more. I'm not sure all this business is even necessary, but air's got to be lighter than wood. Yep. These bottles never seem to work. Okay, I got that. Okay, so this is the piece here. We want to get one going this way. Oh, let's do a one across. And we'll mark it. Well, the old Commander Don Jenkins. His airplane sure turned out nice. I did see it in person. He's learned a lot. I hope that watching me helps. I could have went over. Don't matter. I meant to ask him if his wife lets him paint in the kitchen. I bet she doesn't. Okay, we got a question here. You're more than welcome, Jack. The problem with doing Japanese tissue on these big models is we could only find it 24 inches long, and that's not long enough. But I found a website from England where they sell Japanese tissue 36 inches long. Not as wide, but 18 inches wide. That's plenty long enough for what I'm doing. And 36 inches long, so that'll be perfect. That'll be perfect. Okay. So let's try tighten this up. See what it acts like. Yep. Okay, you can take the motor out now, and if you'll notice that this engine fits perfect without ogling the holes out on the motor or ogling the motor mounts out because of those Jim Lee drill jigs. Now this thing is not quite dry, but dry enough for me to handle. I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. It's pretty messy here. Cut one more. Now you notice there's no plywood across the back. That's because that's where the firewall goes. I seem to have left my firewall over John's. Doesn't much matter. We're about a month out on this project, the wing, and I'll get the fuselage done this week. Okay, sand off these things are pretty proud. But I've been asked several times on crutches and crutch designs, and this is a basic crutch, but a little more to it than the balsa wood crutch that I normally do. Only because I'm trying to save as much weight as possible. If I go through all this and it's still 3 ounces, I'm going to be ticked. But we're going to weigh it here in a second, see what we got. Okay. Okay, let's give it a whirl. Let's see what it weighs. Where the hell's the scale? Scale. I've lost my scale. Where is it? Not in there. Not down there. I don't know where the scale is. Gotta be here. Come on. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're hoping for less than 3 ounces. Two and a quarter. So we've already taken 3/4 of an ounce off of it. Perfect. Two and a quarter. I wonder what if I put a piece of this on it, what that's going to be. This is 64 ply to cap that off with. Three ounces with all that on there, but we're not going to use it all. I'm happy. That's worth it. Okay. Yep, I'm happy. It's a good deal. Now you're wondering if I take 3 ounces, 2 and a quarter, we got 3/4 of an ounce off the nose. So how much lighter am I going to have to make the tail? 1.5 ounces lighter. Okay, let's see what it weighs with this. So we lost a 1/2 ounce total. 2.5 ounces this way. Plus I'll clean up some of the edges here. As soon as the glue dries, it's not really quite dry enough. Pretty nasty. So I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry. And seeing that nobody wants to come in and talk to me, I'll probably end the show. But I will be back tomorrow. I'll be doing these streams and construction techniques for this airplane through the whole build. I know some of you guys want me to post pictures on the site and type out all that. I just don't have the time anymore. When I was over on Stuka working for Harley, I had time. I don't have time anymore. So, just kind of have to watch my watch my blog. So what I'm going to do here, I don't have any real heavy weight. I have this bottle of stuff here and this block. I'm going to take tight bond and glue the you guys been watching Culver Props? I'm gonna go down and visit that gal. She's in Missouri. She makes propellers. She's a real craftsman. I guess her grandfather showed her how to do it. So I recommend look up Culver Props. She makes wooden propellers for real airplanes and does quite a good job. Need her to make me some rev-ups. Okay. So you get an idea exactly how much we saved. Like I said, those crutches are 3 ounces normally. 2.5. Oh, you can't see it. I don't know if you can focus in on that or not. Oh, yeah, 2.5. So we saved a half ounce just in the nose. Was it worth it? I don't know yet. We'll see. So when the glue dries, I'll probably do it off camera. I'll take a block and block sand this all square. I need to figure out how I can weight this. So I got that. I got this sanding bar here. Kind of. I know. I got some tape. I had some tape. Yep, tape. Nine watchers. Okay, I'm gonna tape this up. We'll end the stream because nobody came in to talk to me. But it kind of gives you a heads up of what I'm doing, what's going to be coming in the next. I'll try to do it once or twice a week. The progress, plus I do have video that when I get off of here, I'll edit up. on the redesigning of the wing and the cutting of the cradles. So put that on there. That's the heaviest thing I got right there. Put that on that. Set that on there. There's light stuff here. Don't have anything real heavy here. So everybody read my shirt. It says, no, you're right. Let's do it the dumbest way possible because it's easier for you. All right, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, you guys will be back tomorrow. I might do a premiere. I have the ability to premiere some of this stuff now. So, because I got nobody come in and want to talk to me, it's real hard to do this. Place is a mess. Yeah. So, like, subscribe, share. Till I see you again. Fair winds, tight lines. Build them light, build them straight. See ya. You're welcome, David.